Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers for part 3 of the Extra Build Creative session. Now, this is a little bit further on from the last one. As you can see, we now have a front end to the brick. We also have it in a bit of a... I think it's having a cow. Right. I cannot explain much here with the camouflage that is currently on this, but yes, we are going to be continuing with the build of this ship, or the design of the ship. Jake is here, Xia is not. So Jake has a number of notes about this after having looked at it, and obviously there is the entire underside that Jake is going to be responsible for building with his own little shuttle bay that he wanted. So that should be coming up in perhaps the next hour. So make sure you stay tuned for more building and more creative design, which you may or may not have already seen in the main part of the series. It might be partially built, or it might not be built at all, because we did lose all of that iron, and we are starting, or still trying, to regain and rebuild all of that after having dispatched of the rear end of the ship that we so carefully measured. So anyway, let's get started.
Wait, sorry. Explain how you lost a ton of iron.
No. In the real game, in the normal safe,
In reality,
a while back,
yes.
one of the cargo cans got blown up.
We didn't know what was in the cargo
exactly,
can.
Nobody knew what was in, but yeah, we figured out that it was the iron.
Yeah, it took about 2 episodes, and right at the end of the second or third episode of that session, after we had recovered the cargo can, rebuilt it and said, okay, everything seems to be okay, Xia stated right at the end, I hate to burst your bubble, but we're out of iron. And we just all went, what?
I see. So
yes, that happened. We have been regaining that iron. In the last session that we did last week, we found a couple of iron asteroids, or partial ones, and just dug out all the iron we could. We have something like, is it 85,000 steel plates now, ready to be used?
Yeah.
But it is going to take a while to sort all of that out. So, Jake, you said you had some suggestions on the industrial look of this. By the way, the reason we use the dirty metal look, Sociopod said it's much easier to see the shape of the ship and make adjustments with that than a smooth color.
Right. Okay.
So
yeah. I was saying, as it currently looks, you could probably make it a bit more industrial. To be honest, it looks a bit too clean.
Are you talking about things like pipe work and all of that on the outside?
No, just the armor plating.
Armor plating, okay.
Yeah, no. The first comment is just sass.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the look of the engines.
Yeah, this took a while for us to figure out. Sociopath did the majority of it, but it took a long time to figure out.
I do question why we've got a spoiler.
It's a wing. The reason we have that is, one, it was looking too flat at the back, and
right.
Two, I thought it would be quite good, one, a nod to the Endeavour that I built, but also we can just layer it up with weapons, torpedo launchers and everything on the back.
Yeah, that does make sense.
And it gives us a nice underside one as well, which Hayes put in. So, yeah, that's why we've got that.
I do appreciate what you called it, though, because I got told off when I called it a spoiler.
Yeah, it's not... So the difference between a spoiler and a wing is a spoiler, the front is attached to the parent plane. On a wing, it's not. There should be airflow top and bottom. That's the difference between a spoiler and a wing.
Maybe on a plane, but...
No, on a car, it's the exact same thing.
Also, with the new update out, we don't need a cold...
my car has a spoiler, but my parents' car has a wing. Sorry, no, it's the other way around. My car has a wing, my parents' car has a spoiler.
I see.
And they do generally do slightly different things. But that's just me being a pedant. Sociopath, you were saying we do not have to do what now with the
We
with
don't
the
need a
update?
Colt console pack anymore. I guess with the new.
Oh, with the mod.
Okay, so do you want
Unlock
to?
POD.
Okay, so do you want to swap out the console
let's wait,
and see?
because the console one only has 4 of them. So let's see what we can get.
Okay, so maybe we should have a look at that. Now, Jake, an important section probably for you is if you come down into the cargo bays. Not the cargo bays, sorry, the shuttle bays.
Yeah.
So, you know how you wanted the shuttle bay underneath as well?
Yes.
What we thought of is that this is your main shuttle bay. We've got one on either side. We'll put a large mining ship into it. Hayes is still working on the design for the windows and stuff, but this is where the mining ships go. But you see this little alcove off to the side of each shuttle bay. We're thinking of knocking this down with a downward slope, which would link to your shuttle bay underneath, meaning that we could actually move things around between the shuttle bays should the need arise.
That is a neat idea. I have, just from having a scout around, because I've not seen this in like, how many months?
2.5.
Yeah. So how much of this central corridor are you intending to use?
Which side of it? Down here?
Yes.
Okay, so we were thinking of running this entire central corridor. However, oh no, we've just taken... Not again. However, if you have a look at the top...
That's just our guns firing.
Okay,
That's fine.
if you have a look at the top, we have another corridor at the top level. If we did not... If you had a plan for the central corridor at the bottom, we could just say, hey, look, we just use the top level corridor and maybe a... Well, no, it'll just be the top level corridor. Hayes, do you think we can fit another corridor somewhere underneath? There is a deck underneath this, right?
I was going to suggest, are you familiar with the Homeworld series, specifically Homeworld Cataclysm?
No. I have seen the Homeworld series, but not Cataclysm, no.
Okay, well, you should watch my series, because I did a series on that. Anyway,
That's the deck.
let me just grab...
I mean, it's
Maybe if I do
self-promotion, you're allowed
this-
to do that.
I'll just grab an image of the command ship from Homeworld Cataclysm, the Kunlan.
Okay.
Has this kind of hangar base setup where they enter in diagonally, so they're going towards the center of the ship and down into the hangar bay.
Yep.
So what I was thinking is I could knock out like a couple of blocks worth of the lower corridor,
Okay.
knock out this kind of floor, and basically have a larger hangar bay underneath in which ships can escalate out.
Okay, so we'd
through these
fly the
doors.
ship in through here and then down into the
Yes.
larger bay. That works, and then I guess we could use this bit here for something else as well.
That's actually funny because I was talking about last time it would be cool
Yeah,
if
I
make
said
some sort of
that.
lift
I
going down.
I told Jake about how we were talking about this area. That could actually perhaps work better because it would mean less maneuvering.
And it also means that both hangar doors are accessible by all of the ships that we have inside.
Yeah,
Or we
without
can
having to
explore
go
the door.
in, down, round, and out again. Okay,
Yeah.
if you want to try and pull that off, then let's give that a go.
Yeah, I've enabled mirroring. I'm just going to start with the exterior.
Yep. Okay. In that
Just-
case, Hayes, what might happen here is if you just follow me around this side,
Are we going much lower on the back,
up
Jake?
top. So if
Probably,
some of this is going to be
but
knocked
not on the
out,
immediate edge.
this
I'll-
bit here, if it's
Okay,
going to end up
what-
knocked out, we
what is
might
much
want to do
lower?
like a raise up, walk across,
Mm.
come back down sort of thing. Maybe with glass or something, so you can look down and see the ships underneath.
That would be interesting.
Because if you go like 6 blocks lower, I might have to redo
I do
the-
have sometimes I have
engine box.
ideas about aesthetics.
Well, so what I was thinking is that you might want to add like a couple of engines on the lower side once I've determined.
Jake, how many blocks do you think? So you know when you said you're going to knock out that middle corridor.
Yeah.
How many blocks up do you think the top of it would be? 2 blocks up, let's say.
I think 2 blocks. Yeah.
Okay, so as soon as you've knocked that out, I've just run something by Hayes, and we think we've got a way to make that inside corridor look really neat with your
how high do you need? Do you need a 2 block or 1 block high interior?
I mean, if it's just a walkway,
if it's just a
walk, settle 1.
Yeah, 1 block would be perfectly fine if it's just a walkway.
I mean, I mean, I can even swap out the whole blocks, going the length of it with half blocks, then it'll be 1.5 block in height.
The other thing is, Hayes, remember last week we were talking about deck heights? This, if we do this and adjust things by 1 block, that might actually help us figure out our deck heights for this central staircase column. So that this might actually all work quite well. Jake, do you need some work lights in here, or?
I am able to perfectly see because I've disabled shadows.
Oh, Jake, could you go
Yes.
outside and look at the door? You've got to see its closing animation.
I think you already seen it.
I think he's seen it because it was on the Endeavour.
Oh, he has?
Yeah, it was on the Endeavour.
No, but this was a new mod, isn't it?
No.
No,
This was on my ship.
Ooh, now that does look good.
Oh, it gets better.
It's quite neat.
Nice.
Where the hell am I gonna?
Now it would have looked better if all 4 closed at the same time, but
Yeah, I didn't want to close all of them.
if I remember correctly, was this not? Oh no, it wasn't that. I had this gate, and then I had a force field behind, and then it activated the force field and sent you pinging off about five clicks or something.
Fine.
Okay, so Hayes, let's say this. Yeah, that's going to end up being the top. So this can be a nice. Oops, we'll end up with a nice glass walkway. What we can do, Hayes, is put a glass walkway. So you know how we did it up front with a glass walkway with the catwalk on top.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So we can do that.
Damn, that's a long.
Exactly like we did that. That would probably look good. By the way, people who are watching this wondering why am I not actually building things and just wandering around. There are 2 reasons for that. 1 is so that you get to see everything that is going on, and 2, because I do not want to get in people's way, and would rather just provide some suggestions and help things merge together, as opposed to just go, right, I'm doing this, oh no, that hasn't worked. So those are the 2 reasons. These lot are all have done a lot more design than me in Space Engineers, far more design than I have, because they have all played a lot more Space Engineers than I have.
By the way,
Although I did do this bit. Yes, go ahead. Oh, is
I
this the
put in
new
a-
laser mod thing?
I put in a little window trial for using the new windows.
Yeah, I'll come have a look.
Those are our automatic repair systems.
They're actually really neat. Oh, the bay windows.
Hmm.
Do you know what? These bay windows could work.
I have a feeling
It's
that
a
those
shame they're not
turrets
too high.
Yeah.
If they were too high, that would be a perfect bay. Although
I think it looks nice from the outside.
This could work. It's just this little bit from the inside's a bit jarring.
I know.
But
I mean, it could go straight up, but
overall, it's no. I think, as you said, from this side, it looks so much nicer. Straight up would not work.
yeah.
But this does work because with the bay window, you've got this little offset where you can look down and it sticks out a bit. So that's very, very useful.
Yeah.
Those turrets were.
I think do that. I think let's have these bay windows everywhere.
When we put down some consoles and stuff, it's gonna look. Nice.
Oh yeah, let's have a look at these new consoles that we have.
Boop, boop, boop.
So what do we have?
Where would they even be?
I've just typed in console and I'm having a
Signal
look.
blocks.
Yeah, but because are they modded or not?
No,
the menu is
they're not
signal
there.
blocks.
Here we go. I've got one. It says console module. Here we go.
Console module.
Yeah, it's literally called console module. Oh, and guess what, Hayes?
Hmm?
Look where they fit. They can tuck in really nicely in there.
They do look nice.
And it's not just that. Stand back. You've got that one. You've got that one. You've got that one.
Ooh.
You've got that one. You've got that one.
Oh, yeah, that's the best one. At table.
Yeah, then you've got that one. You've got that one. There
These
are
are
a
all-
lot. You've got this
They're
one.
old though, aren't they?
No, this is all part of the... You've got
Okay,
that one.
then I've had mods that
That's
look
one?
exactly like that.
Yeah,
There
I
you
think they look a lot like the gold.
I
ones
have
on
seen mods that look like this.
Yeah.
But these are the options. Oh, apparently I made them on the opposite side too. So there you go. You've got a double.
X, what do you think about? So how these are 5? So maybe a corner in each end, and then one in the middle, and then leave a space between each.
If you put the corner one here, up against this wall, how would it look? Oh, you've got the mirror on as well. Okay,
Oops.
it's fine because you're just
Same.
deleting exactly what I put down, so it's probably a good idea.
That does the. Oh, okay, that's that group. Okay.
How do I switch to mirror off?
N.
Is it N? Okay. There we go. So what if we place one like that? Oh, but
something like
it's got this little it sticks out.
That's fine. That's bad thinking when they decide them. Oh, actually, what? Oh, what
But
about?
is there a way to actually do like a half up, and then there must be a block like that, surely?
No.
No, apparently no. Okay, and then have it come over to this side.
Yeah.
Okay, that works. That definitely works. All we've got to do is just work on this block. This block would look out of place then.
Oh wow! And I just looked down into the hangar.
Da.
Bye.
You look down into what was once the hangar.
Yeah, we used to have a hangar, but now we don't.
It's
Do
a
you-
work in progress.
Do you want to build a hangar?
We really need a hangar.
Copyright claim.
So I wonder what we should do. It should be.
That can go away. That can go away. So I'm just going to remove this junk that I've built. Okay.
So this is what I'm thinking is lowest.
Let me
Potentially.
Go up that.
Damn, that's a thick boy.
Diving. Dive.
The steepness of the incline might change.
Can I do this? Yeah.
Oh, that
You-
okay. Just looking at this from the side.
I just need the measurements.
Sorry, I'm just looking at this from the side now. That's making quite a. It's making quite a
6
large
blocks
ship.
lower.
Hmm. How many blocks was that down?
That is, I believe, 7. 1, 2,
6.
3,
8.
4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, so 8 blocks down, which is 7 interior height
okay.
underneath the current bottom deck.
No, because the bottom deck was already going too lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 5 blocks down below the engine pod.
This ship is going to have to become longer for the whole shape to work, isn't it? Or we just make this, or we just say this is going to be a very chunky ship.
Well, so the hangar bay isn't going to take up the entire under section. I'm going to make it smaller than the current silhouette.
Yes, yeah. But if you move out to where I am, which is a distance away from the ship, and have a look at it from side on, top and bottom, it probably looks fine. I think just from side on, I'm just looking at how that's going to look when it's all done. Can you see the proportions look a bit out? So I think when we were doing it, we thought it was only going to go, what, 4 down? But obviously that's gone double, so we need to consider how we're going to...
It's gonna work. I just, for the back, I just have to figure something out in space, but...
I mean, you could just slope up to it from the back. You don't have to do an angle all the way at the engine parts.
No, but what I would probably do is do like where I'm doing it now.
Jake, you wanted an exit out the back as well, didn't you? Was it exit out the back or front?
I can't remember.
I think you said you wanted it out the
Does
back.
the exit out of the back need to be large?
I think front would work better, though.
Yeah.
Oh, and there was the other thing that Jake wanted. The gun.
Yeah.
We've got to take that into account as well. But that's fine. The gun will be fine. Oh, I suppose what we could do to help us here with the size of the ship is, since we've just got it blocked at the front, we could extend the front a little bit further than we were thinking. So we were thinking of extending this. Well, this was supposed to just taper in. So if we just extend this another 12 blocks, that might actually help. And that should be quite easy to do. In fact, let me just pop that in. What's this texture? Is it battered armor?
This is battered armor.
Just shift P when you're aiming at the hull. That'll copy.
Shift P, okay. I can never remember these combinations. Last time I tried it, I painted everything.
I mean, that's part of the experience.
That's N. N. N for...
Why do I get symmetry if I place something below here?
Could do it like this, Sauce.
So it's a 3, 6, 9, 2,
Look at what
12.
I did. Oh, and it doesn't even have to be that far up.
Yeah, I was thinking of that, but I wasn't sure if we want to do it like on the back here.
And I mean, it has to be lowered here anyway, so...
That's why I broke the...
6.
You broke
Okay.
the what?
I broke the blocks in...
Jake, the front, how far forward is this hangar going? From the bottom? Because because at the moment, what I've just done is I've just extended the ship 18 blocks at the front, and it all looks quite nice now with the shape.
Okay, so we can probably get another full size of the hangar bay underneath where we've got these large side turrets before we start tapering in.
Okay,
and then let's have a think. We could get.
Should I just put that in? Let's just put that in and see what we get. So
what, the massive spinal gun?
No. I'm going to put in the floor of this hangar. And if it doesn't work, all we do is just cut out one line and then delete the other bit. So if we do 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's one lot. And then you want another one of those before you taper. Right?
Sauce? Look at what I did.
So up to here.
We just do it like that. Then we still get the base level at the rear.
Okay, and then, so I'll tell you what, if you want to put the taper in then at the front to give an idea of what the taper would look like, that should give us the plan, and then from there we can build out.
Right.
Oh, and don't worry about, by the way, Jake, don't worry about these 4-point thrusters that we have everywhere. That's just because every time we cut something, we lose thrusters somewhere.
But do we want to taper it in there, or do we want to taper it on the back?
Oh, all the way at the back?
Let's say where thing is where I'm starting. We could put.
I think that-
tape.
I mean, in my opinion, that sort of ruins the nice design
Yeah.
of the engine section you did. It could go a bit further back though than where I started.
Yeah, so I think we need a little bit more.
Yeah.
Other thing that we need to do at the front is...
We could basically have it go all the way from here, I guess.
say up here.
I just hide these blocks. Oh, you need to put symmetry on because now we need to do it on the other side if you started here.
Yeah, but this was just for a test trial.
I know.
I wasn't expecting to build it.
Put symmetry on.
I did.
You're not building in symmetry.
I should be. What? Oh, that's because I don't have the. That's because I don't have anything for it to lay on over here.
Hayes, do not mind
Okay.
what's at the front of the ship now. I'm just dumping something in to try and give me an idea of the taper.
Because of course you are.
I'm not doing all of it because I know that you'll come up front and go, no, and do it again. So
So then this whole part can.
that should work, I think. I think that should work.
Oh no!
Goodbye.
We're losing parts.
Then the question is, yeah, where do we want to start the tapering in?
Yeah, just where you were.
Okay.
Like 2 blocks behind the.
And then at the front, this bit is going to be... No, don't try and take a screenshot. Oh, no.
What? Why did the shield overload?
Why is the ship floating away?
We're out of power.
Oh, fun. I guess we need to plonk down a few arc reactors or something.
And my stupid recordings decided to split itself into 2. So 3, 2, 1. There we go. So that knows what that is.
There we go. Some very random reactors.
So, Gadget.
Mm-hmm.
We could probably... So, if you look at the floor of the hangar that I've put down at the moment,
Stand by a few seconds.
I'd like to note that part of the ship is adrift.
I know. I saw
We
that.
know that. Just leave that. That's something we cut up.
That's now flotsam. Or drift. Let's call it driftwood.
Actually, it's more like jetsam.
No, okay then. Let's have it as that then. Yep. Let's see. What are you looking at, Jake? Okay.
So do you think we could go a bit further forward?
No, I think that would probably be the maximum. But I've just kept building this way too far. I was just looking at what I was building just now as well.
Yeah, so if we pretend that where I've sectioned off is the end of the hangar bay.
Yep.
And then we put gun. Or rather the launch tube.
Yeah, hold on, let me find that. What was it
Will
called?
this
It was a
even reach?
lance something, wasn't it?
I said, will this even reach?
I don't know which one it
I
was.
don't think this is gonna reach.
It was not that one. That one is the server ending one. Is it the Prometheus? I think it was the Prometheus. So you would want this probably tucked in. Actually, the
Are you
Prometheus
using
is a bit
heavy
small.
or?
Light.
Huh.
Yeah, this doesn't reach. Oops. Well, delete all
Prometheus
this.
is a bit small. So then you want this one tucked in. Oh dear. Hang on.
Oh yeah, should I be using light or heavy armor for placement?
We're using light armor, and then we're going to go around maybe changing a couple of bits to heavy. We're not sure yet. So then... Jake, I'm not entirely certain how we're going. Hang on. I'll get this working. Oh, I know why. Here we go.
Yeah, isn't it the King's Sword?
Yep, yeah, I'm working on it. There, now it should fit. He says. I don't think this is fitting. Yeah, there we go. It can go there.
Did you really need to twin link it?
No. But I do not think
I don't
these...
know.
I do not think these ones will be suitable. Trying to undersling this is really difficult.
There's a lot of room to undersling.
I know. I think what it is just that because we've got so many holes in the underside of the ship at the moment, the mounting points are not quite there.
It's because you've got blocks in the way. Hang on. Let me
Which
try and place
blocks would I have in the way? Oh, I was trying to tuck it.
Your nose piece was in the way.
Oh. I did not realise the nose piece was in the way.
Is it this block size? Yeah.
We do that.
No, not that one. Oh wait, you're using a totally different one, is it?
Hmm?
No, you're using...
So that's a current placement. If I get rid of this tapering,
I don't think this was the right. This wasn't the one, because it didn't stick out this far in front of the ship. I think this was the one we were joking about. I think it might be the surrender.
one man's joke is another man's serious proposition.
Yeah, I think it might be the surrender, not the King's Sword. I think this one is the one that destroys servers.
It is.
Yeah, so we want something we can use. I'm just going to go through some weapons anyway, just to have a look. Oh, we've got coil guns. How long are they? Oh, we could use these coil guns. They're very short, but they would fit. You know what?
There.
Yeah.
I'm going to put some weapons up
Let's
see.
on
Let's see how terrible that looks.
rail
Okay.
guns.
The rear of the ship.
It's a bit thick, but it doesn't
Yeah.
look horrible.
Coil gun. I'll come have a look at it in a moment.
Now, if we could make this hinged and have the whole back open, oh,
I mean,
What, you mean like
Theoretically
a dropship sort of thing? An actual...
yeah,
Could do. Hayes, you've worked with hinges before on this sort of stuff, haven't you?
what? No.
And if I remember correctly, you have to put like blast doors all around the side to prevent damage, or...
yeah, we just need to.
It
that's-
helps.
Alright.
That's an issue having the blast door. Because we don't have blast door blocks on those angles, is it?
Oh, that one's for... So we got that one. Ah!
No, we,
Yeah,
we
no, that's
can't
not
put blast doors on that angle.
I think, Jake, we should actually just load it with these sorts of things sticking out the front. Like multiple... Actually, even that wouldn't look too bad if we had something like that. But maybe something that we can get that's a bit longer than that. There was... We had something.
I think we
just
should
don't know what
just
it is.
first fix the hangar, and then move forward.
Oh yeah, I mean that's what Jake is working on. It's just we're just looking at placements for that weapon up front. But I've just dumped a whole bunch of rubbish there now. Hayes, if you are free, come have a look at the front of the ship.
How many?
Yes.
Enough.
You're gonna blast us into hyperspace just shooting them backwards.
Well, it's a try. At the front, this is what I was thinking, but I think this top one I want it to be. Is it? There's that 2x1 block, isn't it? You use like the tip and the. Oh, which one is it? Base and tip, right?
What?
The two. This block. Here we go. So it's got a.
What, this?
Yeah, and then that's the
Yeah.
base. So I'm thinking of doing that for the top one to have it like more flat, and then the bottom is. Or do you think it should be the opposite way around? The bottom should be the flatter, the shallower angle, and the top should be the steeper angle. What do you think?
I mean, I think they should be even, but I also think it would look nicer if you start with instead of that. Yeah, that's still. If you start with that, because then the nose will be a little more blunt.
Okay, that's
Like
fine.
that.
Yep, that would work.
But that's my opinion anyway.
If you think that works quite well, then do that. I believe that I've. Oh yeah, I haven't even marked this off as deck height because I don't know what's inside here. Where's the deck height? I'm just gonna chop out the middle so we can actually see. There we go. Now we can actually see inside. Okay, so we need to work out deck heights from here too.
Oh, there is an issue though.
Go ahead.
You can't use the 45-degree wedge blocks from here because there's no corner blocks that'll merge with those.
Oh, okay. Is there
Not
a
an-
way around that?
Well, yes, by doing that.
Oh no. No.
I mean, no. I mean, then turning these up, but that's the only like that.
I mean that could work, I suppose. It still gives it that flat-ish nose, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then that's very flat that way. Could you then swap it around so it sharpens up? So
I mean, you could just use the 45 degrees from here then instead of using the. I don't even know what this degree is.
that's probably 30.
So here, that like that instead. Then that's the only
Okay.
other.
Yeah. So that's
alternative.
that's sort of like the standard way.
Yeah.
Maybe we should just do that. I wanted it so that it has both it matches somewhat what you've done up here, but also the underside it's steeper. So I wanted to try and match Jake's hangar bay design underneath. So that was the plan.
If you come to the front,
I'm at the front.
in my opinion, if you come further up, I think it would actually look nicer if the nose is one or two blocks wider.
Okay.
Because it'll become very pointy like this.
Okay. Yep, then yes, I think I concur. What is the width of this? I remember I had a width in mind some weeks ago, and this probably was not it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. I had a width block of 9. So I have done this wrong. But you're thinking maybe 11's better.
No, I think 9 is probably the ideal.
I think I did have a width block of 9, and I've just literally done it wrong. I will be right back in a moment.
is the internal gonna be this small, Jake, on these two ball pieces?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm adding some kind of layering to make it not completely flat.
Yeah, I was just thinking from if we could put something in there, but that's
You can probably put something in there.
but that means it needs to be double. There needs to be a solid block between there.
Yeah, I think that works, Hayes.
Well, I
Like if
deleted
you
all the
put
bottom because I hated it.
Yeah, we can probably put something like that in that gap.
Sorry, I'm
That
sort of in
means
and out here at the moment.
pushing the wall inside one block in. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I'll think about.
Think about it.
So if you install it so that on the outside it fits, then I'll have a look on the inside and see if that's a doable thing.
May I make a suggestion about that hangar bay?
You may make as many suggestions as you feel like.
Right. Looking at it from a distance, there might be a possibility of extending this hangar bay quite further forward. Just looking at the way the shape is now working out. If not as a hangar bay, as something else, but extending that bottom bit of the ship. Maybe even just lifting it up one deck and then continuing along. What do you think? Hayes, you may want to look at this from a distance as well, and you Sociopath, to see at the front.
So the rear side of or rather the aft side of the hangar is the larger ships.
Mm-hmm.
But if we decrease the height of it and make it go along the bottom of the ship, then we can have a launch tube for smaller craft.
I mean,
I think we might be able to pull that off, you know.
in my opinion, it probably shouldn't go much further forward than these thrusters here. That'll keep symmetry with the top of the ship, with the bridge section, sort of.
Would the symmetry work, or would we want a bit of asymmetry on that?
Symmetry.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, do we want a slight amount of asymmetry there?
Well, it will be asymmetrical, that's for sure, but it'll still have some symmetry. That's what I meant.
Okay, well, that is just something that we have an option. So, Jake, if you do need to bring it forward, just bring it forward. Let's say we'll mark it up to these thrusters, like Hayes said, and then we can work from there if it needs to be further forward.
Yeah.
And Hayes, is there anything else you think we can do at the front of the ship apart from just pointing it off like this? I think this is the best we've got, isn't it? I mean, obviously we can put lights and stuff on it and windows, but...
Well, I deleted the entire lower bottom because I hated it. Actually.
That's fine.
Do you think it would be I'm leaning towards instead of 2 blocks in the mid build, actually going to 3 blocks. Then it'll be 3, 3, 3.
I was going to consider the 3, but one thing that I wanted was, and this was another one, is a bit of asymmetry top to bottom, and I think the 2 just has that slight bit of asymmetry that when you look at it from the distance, it's just slightly off. So I'm not sure if you do 3.
Well, if you like it the way it is now with the 2 belts, then it's fine.
I think the 2 is fine, but the option is if you do want to go 3, the 3rd block needs to be on top, not underneath.
But then it'll only be 2 blocks in the top.
Yes. So
yeah, that won't look nice.
But I think that might not look right then.
No.
So instead we've got 3, 2... What's this? 3, 2, 5?
3 to 4.
3, 2, 4. I think 3, 2, 4 works. That's not a valid football formation, is it?
I finished it with the 1 in the belt, and I hated it.
Yeah, no, I think the 2 is as a bare minimum. What headlamps on this? What you could do is, where's the deck height for this? Was it the bottom one or the top one?
Who knows?
Okay, because I'm thinking you could put windows up right at the front, because now it's got 2 decks or two high block. That front bit could be windowed up.
I actually also had some thoughts about maybe putting in some torpedo tubes in the lower decks recessed.
Okay, that
Or something like that.
Yep, some 4-mounted weapons.
Yeah, because we do have sort of a submarine.
Do
kind
not
of ship
forget.
now.
Do not forget. We wanted a. Did we want a second weapon here, or did we decide not to?
Yeah, actually, I just removed it because.
Yeah, so we need. So this bit is going to be. There's going to be a divot here, isn't there?
Yeah, so there was one weapon going.
In
and
this
the
hole.
top of the weapon will be flush with the top of the deck, so it will be 2 blocks lower than the current weapon.
Okay, so we need to take that into consideration too.
We could actually move that weapon 1 or 2 blocks further forward.
Okay, and
But
whilst
again,
that is going on, what is this? Is this heavy armor? Whilst that is going on, I'm actually going to put this bit in. So how do we do this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 11 and there's 12. So that's going to become... Whoops. That way. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then that's the corner. Which may not be a corner overall.
Those are some sexy recessed guns, Sus. I'm assuming you put them in.
Mm-hmm.
I like
It's
that.
recessing the armor plate, and so SOS decided that we could put some guns there.
Yeah, that looks great.
I've also
come
done
have a
some
look
work
at
on the
these.
interior, if you want to have a look for
What?
where those guns are placed.
Where? What? Where?
I have a feeling we could put the same kind of recess in the rear.
What were you saying, Jake?
I've modelled the interior of where those guns are.
Oh, yeah.
kind of
I
fit.
see. That looks really
Yeah.
nice.
What do you think, Jake?
What, recess the rear as well?
Recess in the rear also.
Yeah.
Break, because if you look at it now, it's just
blank.
blank and it's flat. Like I've put some more design parts under the engine parts to break
Are
it
there
up.
any
but-
like heavy rear guns that we want to put on there?
Well, with all this discussion, this is a good time to end this first part of this this particular extra video. So, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on space engineers. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting us know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you can do so. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord. Also, do go check out Jake's Homeworld series and his other series on his page at Zero Jake. That is all from me, Jake, Sociopath, and Hayes. And we shall see you next time. And make sure you do tune in next time, because this is going to be built. I think that the progress on the ship is really substantially increased. So make sure you stay tuned for the next video, because this is going to probably look very different by the end of that one. In fact, it will probably look different by the start of that one. We'll see you next time.